Is he what the Lakers need? What do you think about this situation with LeBron trying? You're laughing, Nick Friedel, but what do you think about LeBron trying to recruit?
Kyrie Irving by himself is a good player, but he's not going to fix all that ails the Lakers. That has a lot of deeper issues there. But it cracks me up. Listen to Brian. What NBA team looked around and saw all the things that happened in Brooklyn for the last 2 years and said, you know what we need to add? We need to add Kyrie. He will really calm everything down and make everything a lot better. That is not going to happen. The issue for the Nets is everybody knows this, and they can't afford, after what they've been through, not only the last few weeks, but the last couple of years, to bring him back into camp and say, okay, we'll make it work now. This is a divorce that will end up happening. The issue for Brooklyn is it really does feel like the Lakers are the only team out there, and they're the only team out there because LeBron has the ego to think he can make it work with Kyrie again.
Zach, do you think this is how this ends with Kyrie on the Lakers?
We'll see. Look, I wouldn't sleep on a Lakers team with Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. And Kyrie Irving in the last year of his contract with no vaccine mandate to keep him on the bench. I wouldn't sleep on that team. I like some of their supporting cast additions. The gap between their third best player and their fourth best player is a chasm, and that's going to be a problem against the best teams in the West. But that's a good team. But look, if I'm Sean Marks, something Windy just said is music to my ears. LeBron James wants Kyrie Irving. Okay, then come get him, because I got nothing to lose. What's the worst case scenario for me? I tell Kyrie Irving to stay away from the team until his contract expires? That's cool. Lakers, you know you cannot win the championship as presently constructed with Russell Westbrook as the third member of your big three. You know that. LeBron knows that. Rob Pelinka knows that. Everybody in LA knows that. You need me. I got nothing to lose. Come to me. And the longer it goes, the more likely some surprise team comes in with an offer that is at least palatable as an escape hatch for me. So I think, as Windy said and Nick said, this could go on for a while.
Wendy, if that's the deal we've heard.
I can't articulate how little LeBron cares about the Lakers' 2029 first-round pick. He could not care less about it. He's never cared about first-round draft picks. He hasn't cared about first-round draft picks when they're on his team. He wants to win tonight, and Kyrie Irving gives him a chance tonight. And so that's going to be the thing. We are in a moment right now where teams are pushing back against player empowerment. The Nets are pushing back, for sure. We see some pushback in Utah with the way that the Jazz are pushing away Donovan Mitchell. And now the Lakers are staring at this. Are they honestly going to push back on LeBron James if he's sitting there with the pen, ready to sign the extension, making sure the Lakers remain highly relevant in a championship possible contender for the next 2 years, and they're trying to negotiate to say, well, LeBron, the best deal, we can't offer 2029. The best deal is to offer this. I am going to have my popcorn and watch because I know how LeBron feels about these things.
Guys, how bad was the Laker roster construction in the last year or so that Kyrie is the only piece that everybody feels like, well, if they got Kyrie, then maybe, given everything we've seen. If it was just about basketball, sure. But it's never just about basketball with Kyrie. Ask anybody in Cleveland, ask anybody in Boston, ask anybody in Brooklyn. It's always something else. So I can't wait to eat that popcorn with you, Brian, because there are going to be storylines all over the place with that team if it does happen.
That is why he's only on a one-year deal. That is why he's likely on the way out. Obviously, we will keep tabs on this situation for you as it rolls along. Doesn't sound like we're in a big hurry. Back.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.